Not everyone builds wealth the same way, but after 15 years in private equity, I have seen that most success stories follow one of 5 key paths. In this video, I will break down the 5 poor archetypes of wealth, who they are, how they do it, and what it means for you. Whether you are just starting out or looking to grow faster, this will help you identify your best path to financial freedom and avoid wasting years chasing the long one. Let's dive in. Wealth archetype number 1, the outliers, right place, right time. Outliers are rare few who strike it rich through timing and luck. Their wealth often comes from one bold bet or being in the right place at the right time. It's not about grinding or mastering a skill, it's about catching a wave most people don't see coming. Think of someone who bought Bitcoins in 2011 and held on, or an early employee at a now famous startup who walked away with millions in stock. This story seems extraordinary, but they are. Even Bill Gates credits his success in part to his luck. He happened to attend one of the only high school with a computer club in 1960s. Meanwhile, his equally talented friend Kent Evan never got a chance due to a tragic accident. As the book author, The Psychology of Money, Morgan Housel puts it, the same force, the same magnitude work in opposite directions. Outliers' wealth come fast and big through speculative investment, IPOs, early stage startup, or once-in-a-lifetime deals. But it's rare. For every one person who wins big, there are thousands who tried and failed. It's like a lottery. The winner makes headline, the loser disappears quietly. The path is exciting, but it's unpredictable and nearly impossible to replicate. It's not a strategy, it's a story. If it happens to you, enjoy it. But for most people, relying on luck isn't a financial plan. Outliers show us what's possible, not what's probable. Wealth archetype number 2, the lucky sperm club. Wealth by birth, grown by choice. The lucky sperm club didn't build wealth, they start with it. They are born into family where the money is already made, often handed down through inheritors, trusts, or family business. While others are running a full race, inheritors begin near the finish line. Their wealth comes from assets, not effort. They didn't earn it, they receive it. But that doesn't make their journey easy. Keeping wealth is a different challenge. Many inheritors struggle with entitlement, poor spending habit, or lack of purpose. Without financial literacy or discipline, it's easy to lose what was built by someone else. The old saying, shed sleeves to shed sleeve in 3 generations, didn't come from nowhere. Still, responsible inheritors can multiply their wealth with good stewardship. Some become savvy investors or continue the family legacy through philosophies or business. But the reality remains, the first dollar wasn't theirs to earn. This path is uncommon. Most people don't inherit significant wealth. In fact, nearly 9 out of 10 millionaires are self-made. But the few who do inherit tend to hold a large share of the total wealth in our society. It's not a path you can plan for. You either start here or you don't. If you're one of them, recognize the privilege and the responsibility. If you are not, there's no use resenting it. You can't choose where you start, but you can still control where you are headed. And as the history shows, staying rich requires just as much work as getting rich. Wealth archetype number 3, the specialist. Earned income, earned respect. Specialists build wealth by mastering a skill the world pays a premium for. They aren't born rich, and they don't rely on luck. Instead, they climb the ladder by becoming top performers in high-paying fields. Medicine, law, tech, finance, engineering, entertainment, and more. Think of a neurosurgeon earning $600K a year after over a decade of training, or a senior software engineer with stock options worth millions. These are people who have traded years of education, practice, and discipline to command top dollar for their time. Their titles, credentials, and achievement earns them both income and respect. Their main asset is their expertise. They get paid well because they solve hard problems or deliver results others cannot. It's a career-based path to wealth, not flashy, not fast, but proven. They generate wealth through salaries, bonus, royalties, or consulting fees. Some may also receive equity, but it starts with selling their time and skill at a premium. This path is accessible but competitive. Many try, but only a small percentage reach the top income tiers of their field. Still, it's a realistic path for those with the drive to excel. Plenty of everyday millionaires, doctors, executives, consultants follow this model and build real wealth through consistent, high earning paired with disciplined investing. But a high income doesn't always equal high net worth. The trap is a lifestyle inflation. The more you make, the more you spend. A specialist can earn $500,000 and still live paycheck to paycheck. The real difference comes from what they keep and invest, not just what they earn. Another challenge, they often trade time for money. If they stop working, the income stops. That's why many eventually pivot, investing to build passive income or start business to create leverage. The specialist path is about excellence and endurance. If you love your craft and are willing to become the best at it, this could be your wealth path. Just make sure you turn that income into lasting wealth, because what you keep is what counts. Wealth archetype number 4, the builder, equity over salary. Builders create wealth by building assets, not just earning a salary. They are entrepreneurs, creators, developers, and founders who turn ideas into businesses, brands, or products that scale. Their mindset is simple: better to build a piece of something valuable than work forever for someone else's paycheck. Think Jeff Bezos launching Amazon in his garage, or a local family turning one restaurant into franchise. Even a YouTuber who grows a channel into a full brand is a builder. They take on risks early, small paycheck, long hours, high uncertainty, in exchange for potential equity worth millions later. That's the trade, short-term sacrifice for long-term upside. That wealth comes from ownership, business equity, real estate, intellectual property, or anything that grows beyond their own labor. A builder might sell their company, enjoy dividends, or keeping reinvesting profit to expand. They are not just working, they are building something that works for them. That's the path. Is bold but tough. Many businesses fail, and success often takes years. But when it works big. A study found 61% of self-made millionaires were business owners, proof that equity, not just effort, delivers significant wealth. The risk is real: long stretch without income, potential burnout, and a constant pressure to perform. But the show is the reward: autonomy, fulfillment, and unlimited upside. Builders often grow not just financially, but personally, learning leadership, resilience, and strategy along the way. If you have visions, grit, and a drive to create, this might be your path. You don't have to build the next Apple. Even a small stake in a growing venture can outperform decades of salaried work. Builder remind us wealth isn't just earned, it's built. Wealth archetype number 5, the compounding class. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. The compounding class builds wealth quietly, steady, and patiently. They don't rely on big salary, lucky breaks, or inheritors. Instead, they consistently invest early and let time do the heavy lifting. Their philosophy is simple: take small, smart steps and don't stop. They aren't flashy, they are the long-term investors who buy index funds and hold them for decades. They might own a few rental property, reinvest dividends, or max out their retirement accounts every year. The growth is slow at first, then exponential. Think Warren Buffett, who made over 90% of his wealth after age 50. Or Ronald Reid, a janitor who died with $8 million, built purely through decades of frugal living and patient investing. What sets them apart isn't intelligence, it's temperament. They live below their means, ignore market noise, and stick to their plan. No big gamble, no get-rich-quick scheme, just consistent actions repeated over time. They understand that behavior beats talents when it comes to money. That wealth comes from assets that compounds, stock, real estate, index fund, and reinvestment returns. Whether they earn a little or a lot, they invest what they can and let the snowball grow. This is the most accessible path to wealth. It doesn't require a high income or a revolutionary idea, just discipline, time, and consistency. The earlier you start, the more powerful it becomes. Even starting late, you can catch up with a focused effort. If you want a realistic path to financial freedom, start here. Invest regularly, reinvest your gains, and be patient. It won't make headlines, but it will make you wealthy. No matter where you start, there's a path to wealth that can work for you. Whether you build it, earn it, inherit it, find it right, or grow it slowly, the key is knowing which path fits your skill set, mindset, and goals. Then sticking to it with discipline. Wealth isn't just about money, it's about freedom, choice, and control over your time. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment your archetype, and subscribe for more insight on building lasting wealth. And share this video with someone who is ready to take the next step on their financial journey. See you in the next video. Bye for now.